Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. Welcome to our science online class. My name is Teacher Naomi, and today I want to continue our lesson from where we stopped yesterday. We were talking about forces and friction, and today we are going to continue looking more examples so that we can understand what force is. We are going to look and you see something like this yesterday. Yeah, we were here. Yeah, we left. We were discussing here. And now we are going to continue with more examples. Can you see the screen, students? Hello.
Yes.
You can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, now look at this one is in your book, textbook, page 110. Page 110, we are going to discuss this picture. There are some pages there I have scanned. I put it here so that we can discuss together so that you can understand more about resultant force. This one is in your book, page 110. We are going to look at this picture only. The force diagram below shows that. Who is going to read for us, starting from here? Yeah, this one. This is where we are starting from, here. Can read for us the force diagram. Angie. We are waiting for Kangi to read for us. Can you see my screen, students?
I see your screen.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Kangi to read this statement here that I've marked here, the force diagram. Where is Kangi? Kangi?
Who, teacher? Kani?
That is called, I don't know, Kang.
Oh, Kang.
Okay. Lead this one.
Yeah, the force.
The first diagram below show that
Show
mean
that.
is using a force of 19 Newton to pull the law. Five is using a force of 18 Newton to pull the law. Min and 5 are pulling the law in opposite direction.
Opposite direction. This one is pulling towards this direction, and this one, this is Faye pulling that direction, and means that direction. Okay, that's mean. I remember. Next, you are going to read for us. That's mean and 5. I remember I said yesterday you are going to read for us. So the next page you are going to read for us. Now here, in which direction will the red ribbon move towards to? Which direction do you think? Here, who will give us the answer? Which direction will the red ribbon move towards? Where? Is it on the left or right?
For minutes.
Who will answer this one? Sit left or right? Where does the red ribbon move to? Where? Where? In which direction? Here, I want you to answer this one. Where? Is it left or right? Yongkwan, left. Very good. Someone has written left. Very good. Because here they are, this meat applies more force of 90 Newton and Faye is 80 Newton. So meat's force is more than Faye's force. To predict which direction the red ribbon will move towards, we can calculate the resultant force acting on it. A resultant force in the overall force acting on an object. When we calculate resultant force, we must think about the direction and the size of the forces acting, And this one is, the size is 90 Newton and this one size is 80 Newton. In the diagram above, Mint and Faye exerts forces on the rope in opposite direction. So, the standard force here is 90, take away 80, you get 10 Newtons. Now, since Mint exerts a greater pull than Faye, the red ribbon will move towards Mint. It will move towards Mint because Mint is exerting more force than Faye. Very good. Well understood. And then this one is in your book. It's in your book. Page 110. Yeah, 100. Yeah, very good. You see, my mochi is telling you very good. Okay, next student. Where is Jasmine? Yeah, Jasmine, now read for us. Jasmine was reminding me that yesterday I said that.
Mint?
Jasmine.
Jasmine who?
But nobody's called Jasmine.
There is no one good like
Yes.
Jasmine or Tasmin. Is there Tasmin? Oh my God. Someone got here on the screen.
Again, please.
Tasmin
What
or what?
again? Jasmine?
Nobody called Jasmine in this class?
Yes.
Yes.
What about
Nobody.
Tasmin? Nobody?
No.
No.
Oh my God, who is that? Now, where is 5?
Oh, 5.
I'm here, teacher.
I know that.
Read for us. Very good. Read for us the resultant force.
The resultant
force, yeah.
force acting on an object can be 0 when the force acting on the object cancel each other out.
The first diagram below shows
The first diagram below shows that Team A is using a force of 200 Newton to pull the rope. Team B is using a force of 200 Newton to pull the rope. Team A and B are pulling the rope in opposite directions. The resultant force acting on the rope is 200 Newton minus 200 Newton equal to 0 Newton.
Yeah.
The position of the red ribbon remain the same.
Very good. It remains the same because the standard force here is 0. Here, the red ribbon here, this one, it remains here. It will not move to any direction because the forces applied on both sides, they are the same. They are the same. The forces are balanced. So the red ribbon will not move towards any direction. The red ribbon will remain the same. Okay, that one I hope you have understood. It's very clear because the resultant force here is 0. Okay, what do you think? Let's think down here. In which direction will the cat below move towards? Here, we are down here. Let's think.
Let's
Where?
think.
Yeah.
I think
You think
I
it
think it
is
will go to the right hand.
where?
I think too.
It will
I
go
think
to
will towards
To
to
the
the
right.
boy that have a headphone.
wow, very good. Who else? Who else? Anoma thinks it will go to the right. H thinks it will go to the right. And what about 5?
Another?
5? What do you think? 5? What do you think? In which direction will the cat move towards? Five. What do you think about this picture? And Kang, what do you think here? Which direction? Anoma thinks it will move to the right. H thinks the same. What about Kang? What about Jonghwan? What about who is that? Someone who was called smart. I'm not saying addition or no addition. Here we don't have addition. Up here we subtracted. We were looking for a resultant force. We take 200, take away 200, 200, take away 200. We get 0 newtons. So it means that this red ribbon here will not move. It will remain the same because the resultant force is 0. 200 take away 200. Here, we are not calculating anything. You just look and think. Let's think. Where do you think this cat will move to? This one is pushing it towards this direction, and this one is pushing it towards that direction. Where does the cat supposed to move to? Someone was writing for me subtraction or addition. We are not subtracting, we are not adding. So do we agree that this cat, I think all of us, we agree that the cat will move towards the right because more force is exerted towards the right. More force. We have more force here. The longer the arrow, this arrow is too long, meaning that this person here exerts more force than this one. This one is short and this one is long. The longer one shows the amount of force exerted. It means that the force exerted here is much than from the right side. So this cat will move towards the right side. It will move towards the right side. Towards light. This one. This towards this side. Yeah. Towards the right side. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. If you understand, that is very good. Now, next, this is now in your book, this is the last one in your book, acceleration. When someone is writing acceleration, you should know that accelerating is moving fast. Accelerating, moving fast, or adding speed. Speed up, acceleration, speed up like this. And I can decelerate, like I slow down, decelerating. Okay. Now here, which of the following is true? We think the statement that is true. An object is not moving because there are no forces acting on it. What do you think? True or false? Let's think. An object is not moving. Why? Because there are no forces acting on it. True or false? What do you think, students, that statement? Is it true or false?
I think false. I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, someone else?
I answer false.
Someone else? Anoma thinks it is false. When do object move? Object move when we apply force in it. For example, when your desk, when you want to move your desk, what will you do?
We push it.
I will push the desk.
You will push
I will push
it
it.
or you pull it, right? Yeah,
Yes.
when you want to move your chair, what will you do?
I will push it or pull it.
Yeah, and look at this statement here now. An object is not moving because there are no forces acting on it. True or false?
True.
True, very good. An object is not moving. Your chair is where you left it since yesterday or the whole night because nobody has moved it. So we say this statement is true. An object is not moving. I left my computer here, I went home. It did not move from here where I left it because there was no force acting on it. Very true. Now let's go to number 2. An object is not moving because the resultant force acting on it is 0. True or false?
True.
Oh, okay, let me take you back. I want to take you back. It is true. If you want to understand this one, you will understand it from here. What is this? Okay, never mind. My computer is misbehaving. This one is, we have said this one is true, and this one is true. Wanted to show you something, but my computer has misbehaved, so I understand. Okay, very good. An object is not moving, like the one that we have done just right now, like we add 200 newtons and 200 newtons. We say that the resultant force is 0. And that one, the red ribbon, will not move. So this one is true. What about number 3? The resultant force acting on an object is more than 0. the object moves in the same direction. Here we have this one. I want you to look at this one and then you look at this one.
Foul.
These two, same
Number 3,
direction.
foul.
Foul.
Yeah.
Fouls. Number 3
The
is fouls.
number 3 is.
Foul.
Fouls.
Are you sure?
True.
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 Yeah, do you remember when I said that the resultant force, they have to move with the same direction with an object? But this one, when we talk about opposite direction, this is all about friction. Friction force acts towards the opposite direction. But when we talk about resultant force, we don't have something like opposite forces acting on the opposite direction with an object. So the statement here is true. And if this one is true, then this one is false. You understand? The resultant force, when the resultant force acting on an object is more than 0, the object moves in the same direction as the resultant force. Yeah, you calculate like if it is one side is 20 and another side is 30. So obvious, the left side is 30 newtons and the right side is 20 newtons. When you calculate the resultant force, it is 30, take away 20, you get 10. And that is 10 towards the left. Same direction as the resultant force. Same direction as the resultant force. Very good. Now the last one, number 2 here. Mint uses a force of 100 newtons to push. Bay uses a force of 150 newtons to push. In which direction will the box move to? The box will move to where? Okay,
To 5.
this is Mint. And this is fair. Fair.
Oh.
Oh my God, I don't know how to write. Okay, where do you think the box will move to?
I think it will move towards fair.
Yeah, towards where? Push.
Move toward mint.
Push. They are pushing. You know, push. So this box will move towards Mint because Pay is exerting more force. There is much force from Pay. Pay is 150. And Mint is 100 only. So Mint is pushing towards that direction. And Pay is pushing towards this direction. It means that this one exerting more force will win. So the box will move towards Mint. The box will move towards Mint. Very good. Yeah, 15 newtons towards the right. Towards the right, like this. 15 newtons towards the right. Very good. I've just slowed down so that you can understand this topic very, very well. No need of blushing. Very good. You have done a very good job. Now, here we are going to identify pull forces and push forces. Sorry. Is it a pull or a push? Look at that one. What do you think?
I think
Push.
it's a pull.
Oh, pull.
I think
Push.
it's a pull.
Push.
I think push.
You just
Pull.
don't look at like, just look the way it goes down like this, only downwards.
Pull.
Because it is a thumping. When you
Pull.
are putting a thumping to the wall, you do what? You?
Pull.
When you are putting it to the wall, let's say you are fixing it somewhere, is it a pull or a force? And when you are removing it like this, this is a push and a pull. Push and a pull. You understand? When it goes inside, that is, you have to push it to go inside. And when it comes outside, you have to pull it. So here you are supposed to say only one force when it goes inside. When it goes inside, that is a push. You push it inside so that it can go inside where you want it to go, inside like this. Of course, when I want to put it like, because this is my, let's say this is my pin and this is the wall. I want to put it inside here. I have to push it inside, push it inside. You understand? Do you understand this thing, like how it works at thumb pins? Thumb pins. When you want to put it somewhere, for example, when you want to put it towards the wall, or you are pinning it with something somewhere, what will you do so that it can go inside the hole, like it can go inside? Are you going to push it inside or you are going to pull it inside? You understand, students?
Yes.
If you are just saying, is it a pull or is a push? You look at the diagram, you tell me which force is this. Is it a push or
Push.
a pull?
Push.
It's a push. Very good. What about that one?
Pull.
It is a pull. This one is pulling. Very good. What about this walking? When you are walking, you are exerting which force? When you are walking,
Push.
you push
Push.
downwards. You push downwards. Very good. And what about opening and closing the door? Open. That is when you open it up.
Pull.
Push. Push.
When you
Pull and
open,
push.
push. And when you close,
Pull and push, teacher.
yeah, it depends where you are. You know, when you are, for example, you are inside, you want to open the door and you go outside. It depends where the door is, the direction of opening the door. Some doors you can push and then you enter. And you push so that you close. Other doors, when you want to go in, you can pull. Have you ever gone to some shops? They are written at the door like pull. You are supposed to pull the door, then you enter inside. You push, then you close. But this one, when you look at this one, the example that I've given you here, the person push the door. It gets in and then push the door, it closes. But as other doors, you can pull so that you can enter and then you push so that you can close. You pull to open, you push to close. Some doors are like that. Okay, and this one, playing football.
Push.
Push. You push
Push.
the foot, you push the ball. Very good. And next, when you are typing on your computer,
Push.
push. Very good. I hope everyone understands. Water dispenser, when you are putting water from a dispenser,
We
Push.
on,
yes.
push. Very good. You push the thumb downwards so that you can get water down. You push it downwards. And what about inserting and moving a plug? You insert, you'll move. Which forces are those?
Pull.
There are two forces there, push and pull. You push inside, you pull outside. Okay?
Pull.
Yeah.
Pull.
Push and pull.
Yeah, push and pull. Push inside, pull outside. Okay, I hope you, yeah, very good. Push and pull, very good. And mark this one, the last one will come with clapping and singing. Yeah,
Push.
you have
Push.
done a very good job. This one is, it is even written here, pushing a car with a push force. Very good. You have done a very good job. We still have something like 10 minutes. I'm going to introduce you to friction so that we can start from there next week. What is friction? If you realize that this one was for yesterday and today, but I decided to just repeat this topic about force because of the challenges we had the last 3 weeks about the internet, about my laptop. Everything was not clear. So I decided to repeat it. I started to start afresh so that you can understand, because I'm now using a computer, a very clear one. You can clearly hear the teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Now, what is friction? I'm going to introduce you to friction, and then this one we can start from here next week. Friction. What is friction? Friction,
Friction
yeah,
is a force that acts in the opposite direction to motion.
to motion. Very good. Motion means movement. Motion means movement. This one, motion. When you say that a car is in motion, it means that a car is moving. When you say that I am in motion, it means you are moving. Something that is moving. Now this friction force. Friction is a force. The force that acts in the opposite direction. When you are walking, there is a force that is acting towards the opposite direction that wants you to stop. Friction force can stop things from moving. There is friction when two surfaces are in contact with each other. Here you have to understand that friction is a force acting in the opposite direction. This is the first thing you have to understand, that friction is a force acting in the opposite direction to motion. For example, when something is moving, there is a force acting towards the opposite direction, and that force is called friction. When something is moving towards this direction like this, friction is acting towards this direction. It is now opposite. Something is moving like this, and then there is friction moving like this, opposite direction. Like when a car is moving, there is always friction acting towards the opposite direction. This one you will understand better when we discuss more with pictures. But understand here, you have to understand that friction is a force that acts in the opposite direction to motion. That is the meaning of the word friction. So if someone asks you what is friction, what do you understand about friction? You say friction is a force. And that force is acting when things move. The force that is acting when things move, and that force is always in the it always acts towards the opposite direction. And then there is no friction if two things will not come together like this. Two things. Friction is involved when two things come into contact like this. So if this one is my one hand, there is no friction that I can exert in here because it is only one. But when I bring my two ends like this, and I lap them together like this, huh? Can you do like, I want you to do something small before we finish. Everyone put your hands together like this, and then you wrap them very fast like this, and tell me what will happen. Are you there? Are you doing
Yes, I'm there. Teacher,
Are you
look at me.
doing
Yes, I do it.
Right. Do like this very fast. Very fast.
I feel like it's
What will
hot.
happen? You feel?
I feel hot.
Very
My hand is hot.
You feel hot. That one, the force that was acting towards your ends, that is friction. There is heat. Heat is always produced wherever there is friction. There must be heat wherever there is friction. So, you are going to understand better when we will start this topic next week. I will not continue. I don't want to continue because my time is up. Any question? So next week we are going to start from friction force. Any question? No question. You understand. Very good.
Yes, I understand.
Very good. You can say I understand or I have understood.
I have understood.
Very good, Carl. And then you want me to ask my question? Do I ask my question or you have understood? Okay, let me ask a question about force. About force. When you do what? Let me see the question. Let me stop sharing my screen. I want to look at you and then I want to see you. I want to see someone. Yeah, I cannot see new faces. I only see Namkin, Patch, Aong, Anoma, Jongkwan. Oh, I thought I could see someone here to ask a question. Now, where is 5? 5.
5 is
Alternative.
Where is far? I see far. Oh, far, I see your face. Where is far is Yaya or Yaya is somebody else? Where is Yaya? Yaya or Jaja? Is it Yaya or Jaja? Do we have someone by the name Jaja or it's Yaya?
Yes, we have Tata and Yaya.
Huh.
Yes, Tata is Tata is my friend and Yaya also my friend. Yeah, the name.
Okay. Jaja is your, and is Jaja in class now? No.
I think Tata is, but I saw she in the morning.
Okay.
I saw Tata in the class.
Oh, you saw her? She was in class?
Yes, but she
Okay.
turned off her camera.
Okay. So, students, I hope you have enjoyed our lesson for today. See you again next week when we will talk about friction, a very interesting topic. So, up to there, if there is no question, I say goodbye. Again, I say goodbye. See you next week. Have a nice day. What is funny? Your face is so funny. Why? Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Goodbye, students. Have a nice day.